She never came home. I keep coming back to her eyes. Bright. Not innocent bright. Experience bright. Like she knew how cruel the world could be and still decided not to become it. There was mischief there, and underneath it, softness, real softness, the kind that survives things that shouldn't. The first time she really looked at me, I was on the pavement. Concrete cold through my cheek, sound distant, blurred like the world were underwater. Him standing over me, anger coming off him like heat. And then her, stepping between us. No calculation, no hesitation, just forward. You can tell a lot about a person in the second they decide what matters more than themselves. She chose me. Life wasn't kind to her. Let's not romanticize that. Heroin isn't poetry. It's erosion, it's learning, starting already tired. Hands shaking before you even stand up. It's needing something your body demands louder than your pride can speak. I saw the toll. Some weeks she looked thinner, exhausted in a way she tried to hide. The brightness in her eyes had to work harder than like light pushing through cloud. The streets at night weren't romantic either, cold, transactional, men looking without seeing, cars slowing, windows lowering, negotiations happening in glances that said everything and nothing at the same time. Sometimes I saw her walking away under orange streetlight, back straight, like dignity was something she refused to surrender. Even there, especially there. People judge people like her as if desperation is a personality. They use words like lifestyle as if survival is a hobby, as if addiction is a character flaw rather than a wound that won't close. They spoke about her like she were predictable, like women in a situation are supposed to disappear. There were darker moments, times she went quiet longer than usual. Not drifting, just tired, bum tired. Like something inside her were running on empty. She'd still smile, because that's who she was. She didn't let darkness leak out onto people who didn't deserve it. She carried it. And I think now about how heavy that must have been. The night she didn't come home wasn't dramatic, no thunder, no sign in the air. Just ordinary night. Street lights humming, engines idling somewhere far away. Maybe rain, maybe not. Memory adds weather when there isn't any. She applied her lipstick carefully, checked her reflection. Those eyes still bright, still mischievous, soft underneath everything. You wouldn't have predicted tragedy from that face. Then nothing, no event we witnessed, no story we could finish, just absence arriving quietly. Phone calls unanswered, doors unopened, a house waiting longer than it should. The world absorbed it quickly, too quickly. She was involved in that life. As if that life swallows people and we are supposed to accept it. As if vulnerability is destiny. As if struggle cancels courage. There are nights I think about what walking those streets must have felt like. Demons pressing in, negotiations with survival happening inside your own chest. And I hate that she carried that alone, because she carried so much alone and still found space to protect me. That is what breaks me. Not only that she is gone, but that someone fighting her own battles still stepped into mine. Sometimes I look at her photograph, at those bright, direct eyes, mischief alive, softness refusing to die, and I feel warmth first. Not anger, not even grief. Warmth. Because she existed. Because she chose, in one moment, to stand between violence and a child. That is not a footnote. That is her ribbon. She never came home. She's not gone in the ways that matter. Because every time I choose not to judge someone by their worst struggle, that's her. Every time I step forward instead of looking away, that's her. Every time I remember that good and broken can live in the same body, that's her. She was Mandy.